Hi everyone.
Goodbye. Oh no!
Have you noticed that the world depicted in commercials is quite different from the one that we actually live in? The people are more beautiful, the food looks delicious, the sun shines brighter, the sand looks softer, and even the water seems more wet. Well, believe me, you are not the only one who's noticed that. It's not a question of different perception, it's all about the way that commercials are created. This is the real art with its own tricks. In today's video, we will show you what happens behind the scenes on the sets of the most impressive commercials. Let's get it on. You've probably seen these commercials on TV or on the internet. It's hard not to get jealous because the hair in commercials looks amazing, almost divine. After seeing glossy, gorgeous hair swishing in the frame, anyone would gladly shell out for the product on the screen. If the hair really looked this way, then the product must be worth it, right? But many clients are eventually disappointed because after using some cool shampoo or balm, their hair is still not exactly the same as it's shown in the commercials. At best, it just looks, well, decent, but still not good enough. But don't worry, because anyone can make their hair look like the way it's shown on TV. You'll have to set up the appropriate lighting, get a green screen, and get some of your friends to wear a green suit. Remember, in order for the hair to be glossy, you need to straighten it first and shine the light through a special filter to make the hair look more tender. If you want to make the hair swish, you need a man in a green suit with a stick or some kind of metal hoop. This is how these commercials are made, and the man in the green suit is later edited out from the shots. Hershey's. American confectionery company Hershey's definitely knows what it takes to win the hearts of customers and get them to buy something sweet. After all, it's not so difficult when the real pros of advertising get to work and they have modern technologies at their disposal. Frankly, this video looks so tempting, one could think it was created digitally. But no, it is live footage, and every detail of the dessert moves in the air thanks to mechanical hands. Of course, you won't see them in a release commercial. Computer graphics specialists will take care of that. Still don't believe this is real though? Then watch a couple of bloopers from the set. After all, it'd be too devious to draw this digitally, only to mislead customers, right? Old Spice.
Wow.
If you've seen at least a couple of Old Spice commercials, you already know that they are in a league of their own.
I have a son!
But few people know how exactly these commercials are created. For example, take a video with an actor, Isaiah Mustafa. Does this name ring a bell? No? Are you sure? Just take a look at him and you'll certainly recognize this man.
Hello, ladies. How are you? Fantastic.
The team created a commercial called Scent Vacation in one single uncut shot, just like all other Old Spice commercials. But this time, the technique was improved to a state of perfection. Of course, the entire commercial was shot in the studio, and in order to create a dynamic feel, the actor was suspended on invisible wires, and the assistant handed him the props. Even the swimming bit was shot mid-air, but instead of bringing Isaiah to the aquarium, they brought the aquarium to Isaiah. Oh really? They took a huge aquarium with water and swung it back and forth in front of the actor hanging in the air. What's more, the creators of the commercial moved entire rooms. And yes, at the end of the video, Isaiah really lies on the piano, vertically, although you've never noticed this when watching the ad.
Unless, of course, you prefer to stay in.
Real cougar. Animals are quite often featured in commercials, but usually these are domestic ones like dogs, cats, cows, or hamsters. But Brigham Young University and local athletes thought domestic animals wouldn't be cool enough to show how great their university is, especially since the school's mascot is a cougar named Cosmo. You can film a puma somewhere in the wild, but how do you show the interaction between animals and people? The real pros of advertising found the way out. They filmed a living cougar and people, but separately from each other. To make the cougar perfectly fit into the frame, an exact copy of all the locations was created, but all the colors were made with CGI. Yes, if you look close enough, it becomes clear that people and a fluffy actor are slightly different in color and don't look directly at each other. But this doesn't make the commercial any less cool. By the way, the cougar featured in the commercials is coincidentally called Cosmo, but this name has nothing to do with the university mascot. This particular cougar was named after the character of the movie.
Real cougars do not chew the football.
Apple HomePod. Apple is known for their enthusiasm and imagination in creating marketing promotions. Well, they do have plenty of both. Their smart speaker received a grand promotion. The commercial was created by Spike Jonze, a director who got an Oscar for the movie Her, and featured the singer FKA Twigs. The commercial tells the story of a girl who's on her way home after a hard day of work. When she gets to her apartment, she asks Siri to play something she'd like.
Hey Siri, play me something I'd like.
Siri starts playing Anderson .Paak's Till It's Over. At some point, FKA Twigs notices that things are extending around her. She begins to dance, the space changes, distorts, and the girl literally expands the boundaries of her apartment. Cool? You bet. The commercial looks more like a short film, really, and it's not surprising if you know how much effort was put into the video. What appears to the viewer as computer graphics was created by hand with the help of sliding walls, furniture, and proper lighting. Even the couch the singer falls on in the end of the video was pushed by two guys in black tight-fitting costumes. And this is arguably the best Apple commercial in many years. Biotherm Aqua Source. Remember we said that water in commercials looks better than in real life? Well, we weren't kidding. Just look at the AquaSource moisturizing gel. Even if you don't care about the beauty industry and have never used any gels, you have to admit that this commercial looks amazing. Yes, in order to show that AquaSource really moisturizes the skin, they really put the gel in the aquarium and started to play around with it.
Action.
They shook it, tossed it into a water whirlpool, and blew the air inside the aquarium through the tubes. And by the way, the water on the video is not at all blue as it may seem. The most ordinary transparent liquid was used on the set, and to give it a particularly fresh look, dark blue screens were placed on the sides of the aquarium. They also set up the proper lighting, of course. Say what you like, but the result is really refreshing. McDonald's. You probably noticed that the food in the fast food joints looks much more beautiful in commercials than in real life. In commercials, burgers have cucumbers, onions, and sauce inside, but in real life you'll only find a slice of cheese sticking out between the bun and the patty. Doesn't look too delicious.
Look at this sorry, miserable squashed thing.
But don't blame fast food restaurants for a shameless deception. While the ordinary burger is cooked for roughly a minute, food for commercials is prepared by a special person, a food stylist. It takes several hours to make the food look good. The ingredients are exactly the same, however they're placed in a different way. The cucumbers in the ordinary burger will inevitably slide inside. That's just the laws of physics. In commercials, however, they stick out from under the buns along with the onions. This will get the attention of a hungry customer.
You ready? Yeah.
And also illustrate what exactly he's about to purchase. Add another trick like a slightly shifted bun and the billboard poster is ready. The only thing left to do is edit the flaws out in Photoshop so that the burger looks perfect. Bon appetit.